Because in the end, both God's mercy and God's justice will glorify him. And they highlight one another. They contrast with one another. And that, friends, is the mystery of election. Do you see what Paul's doing here? He's saying that for those who receive mercy, we see God's active work in salvation, giving unmerited grace. And for those who receive justice, it is God passing over them in sorrow, enduring them with much patience, and giving them the outcome of their desires, which is ultimately not him. Because mercy is unobligated. Remember that. So I would say in salvation, God is the active author, and he gets all the credit. But in justice, in damnation, we are the authors of that, and we get all the credit. And I believe the posture of God is not actively doing both, but actively saving, and in sorrow passing over some. And where I'd go for that is places like Ezekiel 33:11 that says God takes no delight in the death of the wicked. Or 1 Timothy chapter 2, where it says he desires that all would be saved and come to a knowledge of the truth. Or 2 Peter 3:9, that he wishes that none would perish, that would come to repentance. The heart of God is not one that is actively predestining both, but he actively predestines some for salvation and endures with much patience those who receive his justice. I'll give you an example of this. Because in the end, both God's mercy and God's justice will glorify him. And they highlight one another. They contrast with one another. And that, friends, is the mystery of election. But let me give you maybe an example that I'll adapt from the late D. James Kennedy, a Presbyterian preacher in Florida, that might help a little bit. Imagine this scenario. How does this all work together? Imagine you overhear a couple of guys talking about robbing a bank. The catch is, it's your bank. You're the owner of the bank. And you plead with them. You overhear this conversation. They're thinking about it. You plead with them, don't do that. But instead, they push you out of the way and they head on out to run and commit the crime at this bank that is your bank. And as they do, you tackle one of them and you wrestle him to the ground and you restrain him. And the other one goes on ahead and he robs the bank and he takes all the money and he kills one of the staff in the process, who happens to be your best friend. That man is captured, he is convicted, and he is sent to jail. He receives justice. But the guy that you restrained, who wasn't involved in the crime, he gets to go free. Now, here's the question. Who is to blame for the guy being in jail? Him. Right? Who gets the credit for the guy being free? You. Not him. Does the guy who is free get to walk around and say, I'm free because I'm a good person? I'm free because I deserved it. I'm free because there was something in me that merited my freedom. No, he is only free because of your mercy that restrained him. He is only free because you intervened. The one who is in jail based upon his actions, and the one who is saved because of your actions. And Romans 9 says to us, so it is with us, and so it is with God.